Hi guys, I'm Liz from the Quick Journey blog and welcome to my YouTube channel. Before we get started, I would love it if you would subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment letting me know what you would like to see here on the Quick Journey YouTube. A week or so ago, I took you on a little trip to an antique show and out into the country to a house that is full of antiques that this sweet old woman runs. Today, I am going to take you on a little thrifting and antiquing trip with me. I am going to first take you thrifting. I had a few comments because in the last video, I asked you guys to share with me if you prefer to thrift or to antique. There were lots of people who loved both. And I am just going to show you some of the prices because I have a feeling it seems like my thrift stores are priced super high, which is one of the reasons why I prefer to go antiquing, because the prices are only a little bit more expensive and sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're priced lower than some of the thrift stores depending upon what I'm looking for. One reason I love antiquing is because it's a bit more curated. Of course, they still pile a lot of things in their little antique booths. You don't always have to sift through everything. So that's one reason I like to go antiquing. Another reason I like to go antiquing is because I don't always have a ton of time to sift through things and look through things with all my kiddos. So antiquing makes it to where I can kind of scan the area and see if there's anything that I love, and if not, I can go on to the next booth. So it seems to work better for this season of life that I'm in right now. First up is the local Goodwill. There honestly was not much there. I don't know if people aren't dropping things off as often or if they don't have people to sort through everything in the back of the store, but there was slim pickings there. The shelves were almost bare. There wasn't hardly anything good to even choose from, but I did show you a few things, so let's take a look at the local Goodwill. Next, I popped into the Red Rack thrift store. It is a veterans thrift store. Everything that they make there is supposed to go to support the veterans. And this was my favorite thrift store for so many years. It is packed full. So this must be where everybody is taking their things that they no longer want. And the prices were so high, I was shocked. I've noticed that they've been going up lately, but I hadn't noticed how high. So let's take a look there and let me know if there's anything that you loved from the Red Rack thrift store. Now I'm going to take you through one of my very favorite antique stores. They're full of little booths, which most antique stores are, and there are several booths that just do such a good job, always have really great things in there that I like to look at. I often leave empty-handed, but I really enjoy just looking at everything people have. So let's take a look at the antique store. Antique stores. I happened to be driving to our local downtown and I saw on the window the words antique, and it had an open sign. I've never seen this antique store before. It's kind of a hole in the wall kind of place, but I thought I'll pop in and see. And it was darling. It was only 3 small rooms, but they had lots of really cool things. And I did pick something up, so I want to show you that. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I wanted to show you a few of the things that I did pick up that I ended up coming home with. The first thing that I grabbed was a sweet sheet. It's just a top sheet. It has the cutest little detailing, scalloped edges. It was from the Goodwill here in my town and it was $3. It's in great shape. I plan to use that in my daughter's room this summer whenever we change out from her winter bedding to her spring and summer bedding. I think it'll look so sweet, just folded over her quilt that we put on her bed for the warmer season. So that was one thing that I did get from the Goodwill. Another thing I picked up from one of the local antique stores is this blue and white candle holder with a handle on it. I really love the shape of it. I loved that there was a saucer type part of the bottom, the base, that would catch if any wax did fall down. I liked that it had a back to it to kind of reflect the light outwards. And I anticipate I'm going to love pulling this out and using it next fall. I'll probably tuck it away once summer hits because I don't burn too many candles in the summer. I tend to just use my diffusers in the summer, but I love burning candles in the fall and winter, and I'm really excited to be able to pull out this blue and white candle holder next fall. I did pop into a local bin store. They get overflow and returns from Target and CVS and Amazon, things like that. They have everything's priced the same, different days are different prices, and I went in there and I got this threshold plant from Target. It's originally $25. It looks very realistic, and I love just how kind of whimsical and messy it is. And so it's normally $25, and I did pick it up for $10, and I'm really excited to style this, so I'll show you what I do with that here in a minute. This is an old sauerkraut table, like kraut cutter. You put the cabbage in here and slide it. It's not sharp on top, so you don't have to worry about little kids cutting hands, but it is a little bit sharp if you're going at it from the underneath. So anyways, it was so cute. I love the little knob that it had back here, and I am kind of a lover of spindled legs, and this isn't super spindly, but it's enough that I felt like it was charming and kind of added a bit of a feminine touch. So I will show you what I am going to do with this as well. Lastly, I did end up picking up something from my favorite booth in my local antique shop. I tend to get pulled into this booth every single time. It's the second piece of artwork that I have purchased through this booth, and I don't know why. I just love everything that they put there. What I have noticed is that they hang really dark photos or really dark pieces of artwork, and it looks amazing in their booth. And then I get it home and I'm like, I kind of needed something lighter. I needed something with a bit more color, maybe more blue, and so it doesn't always translate exactly like I picture it once I get it home. But that's just kind of part of it. That's part of just seeing what works and seeing what doesn't work. I love this piece of art. It's from the 1930s. It's a print. It's in really, really great shape. And if I don't keep it where I have it right now, which I'll show you in a minute where I put it, then I will just put it someplace else because I really, really love it. And I think I can find a place for it. I just might need to put it somewhere that's a bit moodier. So stay tuned for that. I did want to show you guys where I put that sweet basket that I got a couple weeks ago when I went antiquing. I've had it in two different places. I'm not quite sure which one I love more, but I did find a place for it, and I had some faux flowers that I just had in the basement and my faux flower tote that I just shoved in there for now just to kind of see what I thought. I did try hanging it on a door like I mentioned that I might do, and it didn't end up working with the basket that I had. It's a little too stiff. I feel like you need something more woven with, like, I don't know, a jute or something that has a bit more malleability. This is very, very stiff. It's more of a wicker. So I think it's just gonna have to either sit someplace on a surface, a counter or something like that, or on the floor. But I really love the shape of it, and I think that it just adds a bit of country charm. So I will show you the two places that I've put it, and I'm still kind of deciding which one I like the best. Okay guys, that is all for today. I hope that you enjoyed this little thrift store, antique store haul. Please let me know what you thought in the comments. Let me know if there was anything that you saw that you think I should have picked up, and let me know what you would like to see here on the Quick Journey YouTube channel here in the future. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.